Well, good morning. I'm back. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I usually start my day pretty early, and I want to do another one of these quick videos before I got too busy with my work day. So, I know yesterday we discussed a little bit of the basics of securities, and it made me think, well, maybe we need to take a step back and keep in mind these videos are for young people and also grandchildren and stuff like that. So, it's the first few videos are going to be real basic stuff, and then after that, we'll start getting into more the meat and potatoes of investing. So, all right, so I got some notes actually wrote down here. So, why invest? Well, investing is kind of like another way of saving, except that you're hoping to get a better return on your money. Maybe you want to invest because you want to save up money for retirement. Maybe you want to invest because you want to buy a car. Maybe you want to invest because you're looking to save up for college, maybe a vacation. You know, it's kind of like it's a very personal reason why you invest. So you need to figure out your reason. Now, the reason that's important to you is because whatever the reason is for your why you want to invest will kind of correlate to how much risk that you're willing to take. Let me look at my notes here. Okay, so the risk. Some people ask when I talk about investments, they ask the question, well, is it gambling? Well, walking across the street is a gamble. Getting in your car, driving down to the store is a gamble. Buying a lottery ticket is a gamble. So there's different definitions of gambling, um, which kind of gets to the point of what's money. All right, so prior to the thought of investing, most people when they think of money is money is an exchangement device, meaning you're exchanging like a certain number of hours of your labor or what you do so that you can go to the grocery store or you can go get tires for the car or gas for the car or whatever, right? It's a medium of exchange. Another way to look at money is money can become like a little employee that you have hired on, meaning your money, aside from the purpose of exchanging it for something, buying something, it can become like a little employee. If you have a business and you hire employees, you hire them because that employee is going to make you money, more money than you could make by yourself. So if you take this money and you invest it, that little employee, you're hoping that it's going to make you some money. Is that bad? Well, no, not really. If you buy a house and you live in that house for several years, you kind of hope and you expect that you're going to sell that house and make a profit. It's a profit. Okay. If I were to invest in someone else's business, a mom and pop business, then I would expect to gain a return on that investment. You know, so it's like that. You're looking to profit from an activity that you're doing. Now, with investing, there's different types of investments. If you want something like really safe, really secure, I apologize for this floodlight behind me. I can't shut the stupid motion thing off on it, so it keeps lighting the security light. Um, so, for example, there's different types of securities. There's stocks, there's bonds, mutual funds. You can loan somebody. You can loan your neighbor some money or a friend some money. You charge them interest. That's a security. Maybe you know somebody who maybe they won, so for example, a small lottery, and they're entitled to $1,000 a month payback. Well, you could pay them a cash amount of equal to say 800 a month in exchange for their rights in that payout. So you're giving them 800 in a month in a lump sum, but then you're going to gain 1,000 a month just over time. That's another way to invest. there's so many different ways that you can invest money to make money. If you want something safe and secure, you have the U.S. government has treasury bonds. It's another bond. It's a bond, just like if you buy a bond for your city or your county. You can also buy a treasury bond. And what does that mean? Well, you're gonna usually the treasury bonds are 10 years, I think 20 and then 30 or something like that, or 10 and 30. But the idea is you get a dividend, an interest payment, either every 6 months or every year. And at the end of that time frame, they're going to pay you back the face value, the principal that you paid into that bond. So it's a very safe and secure investment. But when it comes to investing, the more risk that you take, the higher probability of higher gains. So if you take more risk, you'll make more. Do you risk the chance of losing more? Yes. So this is why I tell people when you go to invest, you want to invest money that you can afford to risk. It reminds me like my father when I was younger. He used to like on the weekends now and then he'd go to the dog track and he liked to bet on the dogs that were racing. We have a bunch of those, or we used to here in Florida. And he looked at it from the perspective of if he went out on a big night on the town, dinner, fancy dinner, and went out drinking and dancing, when in his mind's eye, he'd let's say, well, I'd spend $200-300. Okay, so instead of doing that, he'd go to the dog track and he would gamble that amount of money. That was his entertainment, and sometimes he made money, and sometimes he didn't. I remember one time he came home with like $2,500. Uh, Sometimes he came home and he was, he had lost his $200 or whatever. So the idea is if you're going to seek a large return or a healthy return, you're going to take risk. Um, just a little side note, something a lot of people don't realize, like when you go get a mortgage on a house, the all the credit unions and these mortgage companies and all that, there's an interest rate that they're charging, and that interest rate bounces around daily, literally. And most people don't realize that interest rate is based off of the 10-year treasury bond. And why do they do that? Because the mortgage companies and these banks and so forth, credit unions that loan money for mortgages, they know that the average person doesn't stay in a home more than 10 years, usually less than 5. So they charge a little bit more than what the 10-year treasury bond is, and they look at it as a pretty safe and secure investment. So that's where that comes from. Let me look at my notes real quick. See if you get to hear all the birds and all the owls and things. So anyhow, so that's basically why you invest. If you're looking to make some money, is it a wrong thing to do? I don't see it as that. If you start a business, you're risking a certain amount of money and you hope to make a gain. If you take a job, it's a risk. You're hoping to put something into it and hoping to get something better out of it. So investing is the same way. If you start young, then chances are you will get better at it, just like anything else you do in life. And by the time you're my age, you probably won't be working a job. You'll just be managing your investments. Not a bad idea. Anyhow, hope you're enjoying the video and talk to you soon.